Welcome to the Trying to Be Better podcast with Joel and Steve.
Oh, that's the setting you chose.
She just echoed. She echoed. Everybody's echoing.
We're all in an echo chamber. Welcome to Two White Guys in a Podcast. That's our new name. Welcome to
Is that our rebrand post break?
I saw a post, a holiday post that was like, for the love of God, please don't give your white dad podcast equipment this year, or something like that.
I consider it a minor victory that my eldest asked that she be on our podcast.
What does she want to talk about?
I don't know. But it wasn't so much even an ask. It was you should have me on your podcast.
You should do this.
Maybe
she's right.
To be fair, it'd probably be a great conversation.
Yeah,
She's
I'm
hilarious.
Sure. Yeah, right.
But it was
I'm down.
I was okay. Well, we'll get her on the books along with everybody else.
I've got a few questions for her as a college freshman.
Oh, I think that would be great. Yeah, I do too, actually. And shout out to Adam Wish up in Minneapolis. Haven't forgotten about you. And you know what I did yesterday?
What?
You know what I did?
Did you send out merch?
Stickers? I hand delivered stickers to Mark Leaker.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice work. Nice work.
Well, I was thinking about him, and I thought, it's the holidays. We'll go over. And he invited me in, and we hung out for a while with his wife, and it was just really pleasant. It was really nice.
Nice. Good job, Santa Claus.
Exactly. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I've got a student that has demanded Stimkers for 2 years now, and he has not gotten them.
Well, when you demand things,
yeah,
maybe
learn how to spell,
or use the word please.
Yeah, or I don't know,
exercise just even a basic amount of decorum,
right?
Common decency.
Yeah, your Gen Z weird spelling of things is not going to get you what you want.
Yeah, have you noticed our demographic? We are 100% crusty old white guys.
Yeah,
one of us more older and crusty than the other, perhaps.
I think that if any of my students are listening to this, students current or past are listening to this, it's so that I say something egregious. I really do think that's just that they're just waiting around for me to say something.
That's kind of a hot topic these days.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, about that. How was your Christmas extravaganza? You guys bailed. You just left.
So yes, we did. Because last year, I'm sure I talked about it in a general sense.
Yeah.
Last year was a very high vibration family experience. Christmas time. Well, it was the first Christmas without Ray, and so there was, that side of the family. We were grieving. My wife's father passed away, and at the beginning of the previous year, so this was the first Christmas without him, and he and his wife Marcia always made, Christmas. They had their own traditions, right? So that as a son-in-law, you get kind of used to those traditions, and I was grieving too. But obviously, my mother-in-law, and my wife, and that side of the family were really feeling that. So we made some decisions to do something different, and that something different involved going to Colorado, where my sister lives. And my sister was like, "Oh my gosh, my whole family can be in the one spot at the one time." And so I literally put on Christmas Star Wars pajamas and took photos and did the whole thing. And made pretty clear to everybody around, like, hey, next year, we're not. Just so everybody's aware.
Now that we've done this one time.
We can do this. We're not doing that. So it was kind of a clearly stated boundary, which I'm pretty proud of.
Sure.
So, yes, long story longer. My mom was in Texas with her partner and visiting some family of his down south. And Marcia went to California to hang out with her other daughter, Erica, and her wife and their kiddo. And who else? My dad was in Denver like he normally does do with my sister who lives there. So Kirsten and I got an Airbnb on the Missouri River in Plattsmouth, and literally just sort of hung out and ate. We got a massive sides from the local Hy-Vee in Plattsmouth, and
I love that.
And ate traditional Christmas side dishes and cookies, and went on hikes. We went on a couple of hikes. We went to the on the other side of the river in Iowa. There's I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's the Loess, Loess.
Loess Hills.
Loess Hills,
Yeah.
And so we found a few trails up in the Loess Hills in there, and that was really beautiful and cool.
That's my understanding of that area. I'll have to go check that out because it's come up in my personal zeitgeist a couple times in the last
it's really
year.
Really cool, really interesting topography, really interesting geological history.
Topography.
And there's a preserve of an archaeological site where they found indigenous homes and stuff that they've preserved, and you can hike around in there. That was really nice. It was also nice and foggy.
Was there like a Home Depot by the indigenous homes? Were they able to? No.
It was actually pretty, as you would say, and you say a lot, Spartan. It was really kind of, it was, but the trail was well maintained, right? Like there was it was mostly paved trail, which was nice because it was while it was warm, it was also very moist out, and so it was kind of we kind of were signing up for mud and mud in Maven's paws, but that particular trail, mostly paved trail, and then there were a few like grassy trails in the prairie, which was really nice.
That sounds lovely.
It was great, and the weather was warm, but it was nice, and it was like kind of gray and foggy. So it was
definitely, yes.
It was nice. Like the fog sort of hid the I-29 in the background, which was nice.
Right.
So so it was a really low key Xmas. It was everything I wanted. I know that. I think. Yeah, I have had such a varied traditional experience with Christmas over my entire life that it's not weird for me to do something very unorthodox.
Your traditions are not written in granite,
which is great
through the generations.
Yep. I don't need to have a certain thing. And what's fun about that is that I found little bits of joy. And we've talked about this, but like I really some of my Christmas traditions really include, I really enjoy Kirsten and I, and now Maven, driving around at some point during the season looking at Christmas lights.
Yep.
Like we did that. That was
my
great.
mom and I did that Christmas Eve. And we had a great time. Put on the old, Bing Crosby Christmas music playlist, and which had a nice Stevie Wonder Christmas song in it. It was pretty cool, actually. I'm like, that sounds. Anyway, we went and drove around the country club in the old neighborhood, and just it was great. I love that.
Yeah.
I love going through the country club neighborhood along Sheridan and seeing all the luminaries, and like I don't know, like that's not me, right?
Right.
Like I'm not the guy out there lighting the luminaries.
Exactly.
But I do. I mean, I really enjoy that. I don't know. Maybe I could luminary.
You could luminary if you
someday.
Someday. Yeah. Don't.
I'm just saying that I appreciate, for some reason, that is one of my Christmas cornerstones. Like I feel like I need to go do that, and it really actually puts me in quote the Christmas spirit for a while.
I completely agree.
Yep.
Like we went out to the house on 112th, the big that sinks
I've
it
never
up to
been out there. I hear it's great.
You should go because this is the last year they're doing it.
Oh, really?
I don't know if they've taken it down or not, but you should.
You know what? I'm just gonna let that one go.
Oh, you're gonna let it go?
I'm gonna let with the universe. I hear it's great. I'm glad that it happened.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get in my car and drive out to 112th Street after this is over. Like, hey guys, hold on, wait.
Hey, put that back out.
Turn those machines back on.
So that was that's been actually, that house has been a tradition for me because we started checking that house out while we were still living in California and back for the holidays. And somebody told us about it. And so, the tradition now is that we drive around and look at Christmas lights and then pull over and eat, fast food wherever we feel like
that.
it. And
right.
it always, at one point, it always involved stopping at McDonald's for French fries.
Sure. So. Yeah. That was, dude. So, I had, I think, the most relaxing / pleasant Christmas holiday that I've had in like 30 years this year.
Good.
It was great. Didn't do anything, and it was wonderful. And I cooked a little bit, and
what'd you make?
Let's see, Christmas Eve I made our now traditional bacon mac and cheese.
Ooh.
It's
nice.
Stupidly good and really good for you. And then,
sounds like it.
Yesterday, it's the 28th. No, the 26th, the day after Christmas, was the day that my daughters came over, and I made pot roast.
Oh,
which also
nice.
turned out very good. Yeah, the traditional, the Christmas pot roast.
I do know. That's one of my very favorite things my mom used to make. When I ate animal flesh,
right.
I loved a pot roast with potatoes and carrots and all of it. Oh God, yeah.
Thing.
Yep.
And then my kids came over and we did the presents and we had food and we watched. But that's so, like, the plan was girls come over, we have, we hang out for a minute, do something, I don't know, and then we eat the pot roast, right?
Right.
The eldest walks in with a McDonald's bag.
God damn it.
I'm like, kid, like, what? She's like, I just got done working out. I need the protein. And I'm like, fine.
What part of pot roast didn't involve protein?
I was like, God damn it. So, but anyway, so I ate some of her fries, which were good.
Good for you.
They were cold.
You had to pay you got to pay the fry tax. I think 100%. That especially if your offspring has you got to.
Yeah, you're going to give me some of those fries.
Correct.
Yeah, even if you bought them with your own money.
Exactly. Yeah, it doesn't. This is the tax.
I'm eating those fries. But, on a day that is traditionally filled with so many unmet expectations and it's just, my Christmas wish, which was stated verbally a few times to key select people, was all I want for Christmas is for it to not be stressful. That's it. If you give me anything, give me the gift of actual peace.
Yes.
Because I don't care about all the bells and whistles and ricketa-racketa. Don't care.
Yeah.
And you want, and that actually kind of happened this year. It was really nice. It was delightful.
I'm glad to hear that, man, because I had a similar experience. I think you and I have bitched about it enough together and
on our holiday extravaganzas.
Yeah. I can definitely recall talking to you on and off this, that it's like this time of year is about, like,
it's about not.
It's about not. If you look at the animal world, they curl up, they don't, they burrow, they feed.
We're out. We're done. We'll see you in the spring.
Yes, this is about, and it's like darker, longer. So it's about rest.
If I was going to take a guess, and again, I think it's well established here that I'm not a historian or really a student of anything besides some rock and roll bands. But my theory is that Christmas and kind of in some of the pagan celebrations was just to break up the darkness. It's the solstice.
Correct.
Right.
That's why they the Christmas tree is a pagan symbol.
Light.
It's not a Christian symbol. Just like everything around this time, it's been co-opted by other religions, namely Christianity. And the Christian myth around it all has been, Christian mythology has said that this is about, Christ coming to us in this, darkest time in the most poor, and he brings the light. And all of that mythology is around co-opting the pagan celebration of solstice.
Sure.
And so the Christmas tree with the lights on it and everything is about, calling in more light because
it's really dark out.
It's really dark out, and when you don't have electricity, like it's a time of it's a time of darkness. So, and somehow darkness has been equated with bad. Well, the sun is important if you're relying on it to grow crops and all of that.
Like be alive.
Yeah. This is the midway point. Did you store enough in your harvest to make it through?
And in your heart.
Oh my God. Did you store enough food throughout this time, and there's hope that you're going to grow some more shit. You know what I mean? So yes,
the spring will come, and you will have another bountiful harvest, and
and
bah humbug.
Right, then you will be set free.
My God, I hope so. I don't know, man. I'm thinking about moving to Texas and joining one of those mega churches. Those shows are pretty fantastic.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
With the people dropping out of the sky and the pyrotechnics, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! I thought Bill Graham riding into the Winterland on a joint for New Year's was pretty cool. You got nothing on those mega churches. It's like goddamn. It's like Cirque du Soleil.
I had a real hands-on glimpse of that going down to these Texas thespian festivals, and the students the high school shit, and they probably have more technical ability in their churches and could probably make better money consistently doing tech and shit, lighting design and rigging.
I know a guy that's a musical director for a major church here in Lincoln, and it's a great gig.
I mean, yeah. I don't know if they make you drink the Kool-Aid, but I mean, yeah, as far as spectacle goes, I mean, I haven't seen that kind of technical prowess. That's better than Broadway or the West End. That's like Cirque du Soleil.
Well, what it is it's this generation. That's not the right word. It's this time period's version of the Catholic Church building the gigantic cathedrals.
Totally.
That's what it is.
100%.
It's cheaper. It's a lot cheaper, and you can move it easier. And also, it's to overwhelm people with this emotion.
Yep.
That is from God.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what it is.
I started to feel that trick. I've been to some European cathedrals, and you start to be like, wow, this is really great. Wow, this is really great. When was this built? Why did they build this? Like, oh, they wanted the most beautiful, ornate, sacred space to be the church to bring people in because they were living in huts.
Yeah, or under dirt or whatever. Look at all this. I've got some really great filth over here.
Just moving piles of slop.
Yeah, right. That's exactly right. Help, I'm being repressed.
Exactly.
In the Basilica in Washington, D.C., I was literally moved to tears by the architecture.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
This is a long time ago, but it happened,
Yep.
I mean, like that. It was I had had a moment,
I'm so disdained, though. Like, my brother and I were standing outside of Notre Dame in Paris, and I said, nah. I'm not going in there.
I'm not going in there.
I know what that is.
I know what that is. You know what that is.
I do.
Let's go Let's go get some breakfast.
Well, that's the thing, is that he and I were like, I would rather walk around this neighborhood and see in Paris than stand in line to go see that.
Well, that was when Gianna and I did our whirlwind tour of New York. Like, we had to stand in line for 5 minutes for it. We were out.
Yeah.
Let's go see New York.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can stand in line for 2 hours for the Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, or you can go
see
around,
the actual thing.
Smell the piss. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, that's part of and the pizza.
And the pizza, yes. Yeah. And see.
Mostly the piss.
Yeah.
The garbage.
I don't mean to. I'm not bagging on New York.
No, but every New Yorker right now would just go, "Oh yeah,
yeah, baby." That's where it's at. The smell of fresh pizza, urine, trash.
So, when Gianna and I were there, we were at Coney Island, and I rode the Cyclone, which was the best thing ever. And I mean, if you die while you're riding it, you can die happy because it's fantastic.
There's a musical about that.
So
it's called Ride the Cyclone.
Oh my God! Ride the Cyclone, baby. But we went into this. It was disco bumper cars.
Oh yeah! I saw the video of that.
Yeah. And she'd never ridden bumper cars, and I'm like, well, this is amazing. So we're gonna go do this.
Oh wow!
Right. So, and there was nobody in the concession, so the guy just kind of let us ride for a little while. But part of his, while we were we had to go buy a token and whatever. But what the guy was like mentioning that Beyonce had filmed the video in there, and I was kind of like, sure she did.
Right.
Whatever, man. Just turn on the lights. Let's go. And
a lot of people's girlfriends are in there, man. Okay,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But turns out he was right. He was not pulling my leg. The Beyonce's XO video for the song XO, which came out in like 2013, was filmed partially in that concession.
Nice.
Yeah, I just saw that last week. But anyway,
nice.
I don't know what the point was.
Something about disco bumper cars riding the cyclone. I don't know.
Cyclone, baby. Okay, but yeah, I don't know.
There it went.
It's fine. It's a great story. I used to
cool story. Really cool. The best part is when you really get excited about it and then completely drive off the cliff without telling us. When I was in high school,
when I was at military school, my friend Spencer, shout out to Spencer if you're listening.
What's up, Spencer?
Spence dog. He would come into our room, me and my roommate Brett's room, all excited, like, man, this one time, man, my brother took us to this party. It was awesome.
Crickets.
And we're like, follow up, dude. He's like,
thumbs up, man.
Nah, man, it was great.
Some big gulps, huh? All right.
Anyway, Spencer and I have re-popped in on Instagram on each other, so it's been kind of fun. He's a good dude.
I feel like is there a good movie about wastoid acid heads in military school? There should be. I feel like I've heard fun.
Igby Goes Down.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's close.
I
didn't
close.
like that movie very much. I should watch it again.
That was a specific time.
Yeah. I mean, I
feel
like that's probably kind of, I don't know. You see, in my head, it's more like Less Than Zero.
Sure. Right.
I mean, there could be a movie about those 2 years and the shit that went. If I told you all that went down, woof. For kids, I mean, we're like 16 and 17, and
yeah.
I mean, because there was definitely a Less Than Zero element to it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. God, I remember watching Less Than Zero long before I could understand what was happening.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, like, what a fucking weird movie. And then I watched it again as an adult, and I was like, oh my God, that's
it's not just weird, it's dark.
It's a really good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's definitely not military school, and it's definitely not people sniffing glue and taking acid in military school. But there's a movie that's apropos of this time, this Christmas time, called The Leftovers. It's about Paul Giamatti.
It's got Paul Giamatti. I haven't seen it.
Dude, you got to watch that. It's really fucking good. It's actually like the art direction for that, like mid 70s. I think it's 70s, late 70s, early 80s, maybe. They nail it. They get all of that look perfectly. It's really good.
I don't know.
And he is flawless in it. He's so good.
Paul Giamatti's the best.
He's so good.
Yeah.
Speaking of good acting,
I did some.
Yeah. This is what the people are here for.
I guess.
This is why we've been on hiatus. We've been producing
again, I want to thank TTBB Nation for bearing with us and eagerly anticipating our comeback.
Well, I mean, there's something. I'm honestly glad that we took a little time, because there's a lot of creative energy being spent in a rehearsal process like that. For both of us, and like
that was a lot, man.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. My life. I get it, man. Acting is hard fucking work. And now, I mean, I had a perhaps a little bit steeper hill to climb than some.
You did.
Simply by virtue of the fact that A, I'd never done this before, and B, I was the lead character. And had
I'm so sorry, and I'm so glad.
So many lines. Like that kid Josiah that came in at the last minute to play young me.
Yeah.
He was in the production for like 72 hours.
Yeah.
And he nailed it. He just killed it.
He did. Yeah. He nailed it, but he didn't have a lot. I mean, he had enough to do. He was one of those people that like you could hear that, like somebody saying, "Yeah, I'll do it," and then they come in and blow it, and you're like, dude, you have 5 things to say in one
just
breath.
Say those.
Just sing, just do it. You can do it.
But even like when they were doing their song and dance deal, and I mean, I don't mean like song and dance like Dog and Pony Show. I mean like their routine, their whatever duet. That's the word I'm looking for. Mm-hmm. I mean, there was a little choreography and and it all just fell together, and he was very like, yeah, whatever, I'll do it. Yep. That was the thing that like his vibe the whole time, and this was my perception of it, was that he was like, just give me the sides.
Yeah, give me the sides, I'll do it.
Yeah. And he did it.
I'm a hired gun, I get it. Yeah. I'll come in, I'll do the things. I'm saving my buddy who bailed.
Yeah.
And I can do this. And he was that's the sort of thing where it's like, yes, good, thank you. I just want to hire that person to do this one thing.
He did great.
But you, on the other hand,
I was all over the place.
You were from soup to nuts all the way in.
Yeah, it was.
I think that it's good that we waited to talk about this until it's done, because I think that I'd love to hear your perspective on, I mean, it is a weird sample, right? Because like your first acting experience ever as a grown-ass man is playing Scrooge in this thing in a community theater style setting that is a little, there's a lot of high pressure. There's a low investment sometimes from other people to be all in. Rehearsals were a little disjointed because they were missing. People were missing a lot.
I don't think we ever had a complete rehearsal.
We didn't.
Maybe Saturday. The dress rehearsal. Yep. Literally 6 hours before the first show, we actually had a rehearsal.
Yep.
Complete rehearsal.
Yep.
That was the only one.
And that was the only one where I was like, we're not going to stop no matter what happens.
Yeah, just go.
And that's a very, for your first acting gig to be in that space where you are pretty much on stage the whole time, where you don't get the flow of all the things technically, because there's just been no way to do that.
Right.
Because community theater, and also B, because
this wasn't a theater company.
I think that there were some big lessons learned from people besides the director that maybe if we're going to produce something like this, we should think about some things on the front end that might ensure a more productive tech week.
There were some things that could have been, what's the phrase, measure twice, cut once.
Yes.
Where we were just cutting.
Yep.
And like it did come together. Like it came together. I mean, there's something to be said for self-well.
Dude, and
like, this is going to happen. I was talking to
Mike Semrat about that, who produced it, acted in it, ran the projections, designed the projection. He was all of that,
and played the guitar and acted and did.
Fucking guy. He knows. Fucking, I'll say it. He'll listen to it. I was like, dude, I said to this to him, I'm like, you have all your fingers in this pie right now.
Yeah. Oh, he knew it.
Yeah. Yeah,
he was acutely aware of that.
Yeah, and partly was out of necessity, but I think that, if we're going to produce more things in the future, that we think about, that's the beauty of doing shit like this. Is like, okay, it's like when you do a show, and I'm sure he's done many live shows, and he's done things as a musician to say, this is the way I want it done, because I learned my lesson. So you just learn lessons. But that last week, going into a week before opening, I will fully disclose now, because there's nothing we can do about it. I was talking to Kirsten. I'm like, I don't know if this is going to actually go down. I really don't. And
you're not the only one thinking that.
And as the director, I was like, I feel as though I'm a hired gun.
Right.
I'm not going to rescue anything. Like I can talk about the spiritual lessons that I learned with all this.
I learned a few.
Like wearing a production like a loose garment was a new experience for me.
Wow. Right. Yeah.
And I kind of did that. It's like, okay, I'm going to root on people's success, but I'm not going to rescue anyone's failures or mistakes. I'm not going to do it. I just
don't healthy.
It was amazingly enough, the most healthy sort of outlook I've had on any show.
Right.
But there's other factors for that. But anyway, the last week when I was like, came home and I'm like, Kirsten's like, how was it? And I'm like, I don't know if we're going to have a show. I have no idea. But I'm going to keep showing up and keep doing what I can do.
Yeah.
And then, so like that Saturday after that run, that last second rehearsal we had before opening night, I was cutting it up with Mike, and there were some theater gods that were like, all right, these guys, everybody here has put in enough. We're going to bless this one. And they got out their magic wand and said, we're going to make, and
sparkle.
Yes. And I've lost that metaphysical sort of, what is it? Like the theater gods, that sort of like magic weird thing. I've lost that about theater, because I've seen it produced.
This was your Festivus miracle.
It kind of was, because I've produced enough as my paycheck.
Yeah.
I've directed. I'm like, I've looked at my directing resume. I'm like, I'm a director. Like I have my MFA in acting, but I'm also a director. This is enough credits to say I'm a director.
You're a director, yes.
And so I've lost that sense of, I don't know, superstition a little bit about it.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And I was talking to Mike. I'm like, I really do think that there were powers bigger. There was universal momentum enough that said, there's the theater office in the universe, committee that said, all right.
With the guy and the cigar and the old lady. So, kid, come here. You're going to go places.
Yeah. Well, it's like, yeah, we'll let this one slide. These guys did enough. Yeah, they didn't really know what the fuck they were doing, and we thought we were going to shut it down.
But their heart's in the right place.
Yeah, we're going to let this one go. This community needs it. Nebraska City needs it. We're gonna let it be.
We're gonna let it be. We're gonna let it go, boys.
I really do think that.
You guys, you can just stay put. We don't need to shut it down.
Yeah, we don't. There's this, the ghost of Christmas Future is just waiting to touch and give everybody the plague.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna kill this. I was like, we can work our little tails out, but if somebody's getting the flu in here, and everybody's gonna get sick, and then we're fucked.
And Anna was sick. She was sick as a dog.
She was sick as fuck,
and she killed it.
Shout out! Glad she shout out to Anna. I'm glad you put a mask on because you may have saved Christmas.
Well, from my perspective, and this back to all of the lessons that I've learned the hard way in our secret meetings came very much into play in this production.
Tell me more.
So many times. Because what it really came down to, because I basically moved down to Nebraska City Thursday. Yeah. I took Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off of work. This is all I'm doing. But I had so many moments of wanting to control things and wanting to blame things and people and well, this is fucked because of this and this and this and I'm very, very if it weren't for the secret meetings and the work that's been done there, I would not have successfully completed this on any level. I would have bailed. I would have failed. Because every time I came back to dude, all you can do is learn your fucking lines.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Starting at the very beginning, just learn your fucking lines. And that was so hard. God, it was hard.
Yeah, I know.
It was so
hard. I watched
hard.
You struggle there.
And so many times I wanted to just be you know what? I'm not the guy. I am not the guy for this. Sorry. Joel, you're Scrooge now. Bye.
Well, see, and that's what I was working with too, is that I set some precedents that I was not going to rescue things in other areas, not just with acting.
Sure.
But I was not going to rescue things. I'm like, you hired me to be the director. This is what I'm going to do. I don't know. I can't rescue the tech things. I can help with that. I can help with this. But I know community theater enough to know that it is that way. And I can say yes or no to that.
Right.
Because it does sometimes require people to just sacrifice their sanity for it. And I was like,
not doing it this time.
Not doing it. And maybe in the middle of a summer, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm I'm finals week.
No, you already had. Well, and that's the thing is we all had our own stuff actually going on. Half the cast was dude, I got to drive an hour and a half to be here and I have a job.
And that's the thing. That's the issue with community theater when you're looking at it is the real struggle with community theater is not about perfection of the production. The struggle with community theater is because everybody has lives. It's about scheduling.
It's about scheduling.
And I knew that going in.
Yeah.
So, but man, the lines thing I watched, I was like, man, I kind of felt like
you missed Sunday. You missed the Sunday show, the last show, because I missed the last third of my opening monologue. Either that. I need to I haven't done a post-mortem on it because it doesn't fucking matter. Sure. But there was a moment where I was like, what's actually supposed to be happening right now? Yes. And I'm standing there and everybody, and since it was kind of light in the auditorium, I could see everybody looking at me.
Oh, right.
That was horrible. That was just the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people weren't during that monologue. The town people are supposed to dissipate, and they didn't. And
they're waiting on one line from you,
and I apparently didn't say it.
Right.
And fortunately, it came together. It didn't. Nobody that was out there had any idea that anything was wrong.
Nope.
Only the people on stage knew.
Well, there was something this Saturday night that went completely wrong technically in an exit and an entrance, and squeezing Kirsten's leg, like what the fuck are they doing?
Right.
And she's like, what? What's the problem?
Yeah. What's the problem? Yeah.
It's wrong.
It's wrong. It's like, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I've fucked up on stage enough times to know that if you just play it off and keep going, nobody knows. Except for maybe like the 2% of the people that are like, well, they missed that one cue.
That's why I tell students, like, you can, I don't love it. In the professional world, don't fuck up at all. In the professional world, say what's written, do what you're told, because if you don't, I mean, there's a whole
fired.
Yeah, that's a whole different deal. Educational wise, like, if you need to rescue yourself and make some shit up, go for it.
I did that Sunday,
but I was like, with canonical shit like Shakespeare.
Oh yeah, it has to be perfect.
You have to get it.
You have to. It has to. But that's that going in. It's Shakespeare,
right?
But like even at the final townspeople scene when I'm better and everybody we're healing. I've said I don't remember what it was, but I looked at the audience and said, I'm working on it.
That's great.
Yeah, it was great. Everybody, I got to laugh. Like, I'm working on it.
That's good. I mean, that's actually like, this is the thing. And I would say, I'll say this on the podcast to all of our dozens of listeners. And I would say this to Mike's face, because Mike and I are supposed to get lunch here in January and have a postmortem.
Okay, good.
That I urged the page to stage trajectory of this one was, hyperspeed.
Yeah, truncated.
Way faster than it should have been.
Well, we were writing it as we were rehearsing it.
Oh my God. Dude. That's why I was like, I am going to wash my hands of this, because I have been in those. I mean, thank God I have had those experiences, mostly in my graduate school times. One show in particular that was an MFA thesis of an MFA playwright that was in the Walt Disney Modular Theater, that was like totally being adjusted every day. I got new pages almost every day. Mm-hmm. That I've been in that scenario, and I'm like, dude, but see, that's the sort of thing that, like, if we had some, if you could go back in time, get into the DeLorean and be like, okay, let's have some public readings. Let's have a public reading of some.
That would have made this process a lot easier.
It would have, and it also would have allowed space for you to say something similar to that George Costanza's as Scrooge. I'm working on it. Right. That, like, oh, that's a great thing for this Scrooge.
That was literally just me, though. It wasn't. George
I know.
Costanza. It was.
But if you would have, but if the stakes were low enough in a reading, for you to have that moment, and then we could have written it down and been like, you know what, that's a great way to think. Because when you did that, I wasn't even there, but when you said it, I was like, this could have been. We could have catered
Fourth
this.
Wall,
this could have been a George Costanza as Scrooge. That would have been a whole new trajectory for your character.
I had fun breaking the fourth wall a few times. It just with glances and like when he's like, I dressed up like Elvis for this, and I look at the audience like, I guess. Is that what that is?
I don't know. I mean, see that's the sort of thing, like, oh, that could have been a real motif of this particular production. But we did all that on the fly. That was the thing that was kind of in a weird, masochistic sort of way. It was fun about it because it was like, well, we can really do whatever the fuck we want. Right. And maybe I've just got such a, stick up my ass that I'm like, no, you can't. You can't just do whatever you want.
That's because you're a fucking theater professor.
Well, yes, correct. But also, this is what I've learned in my multiple productions, even on a small scale at a small liberal arts college, is that if what's happening on stage is unpredictable, then the people that are running the lights,
they have a hard time.
The tech people,
right?
If you discount their experience and their ability to rely on what you're doing, then you can't just run and gun it.
And I appreciate that. And I did my level absolute best to hit those cues.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To feed the line, right?
Yep.
This is where this is tripping this. Like, I understand that.
Yep.
It's like hitting the mark in the China Rider jam. Okay, now we're switching.
Yes, you gotta find,
and that's where, like, I think I run into problems sometimes with people that, like, in my mind, if the person running the lights knows the play enough, that they should, in my head, and this may or may not be true, but like, even if the middle part isn't exactly like it is on the page, when the moment comes in the story, like, well, I'm going to flip the switch.
Yeah, and I think
but I understand that there's a risk to that because it might not be right, and then you have a whole other problem.
But that's from my experience working with tech folks, design folks, and stage managers in particular, is that you have a wide variety of experience with that. In the professional world, that's not a thing. The director directs it, the stage manager then takes the show, and the stage manager is the steward to execute what has been directed. And if actors start to make shit up in a 2-year run, right?
You can't do that. Yeah.
No, you get fired.
Yeah.
You're doing, this is what was directed 3 years ago.
Yeah.
You have to do this when this moment happens.
But see, I understand. Like, I get that. Like,
that's not the show.
If I was playing guitar in, like, whatever Lady Gaga's road show,
exactly,
where you play the fucking show every night, like, I get that. I understand that.
Yeah.
But this is like a bar band.
No, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's like, if we miss a cue.
But that's the other thing, though. It's like, this is the beauty of live theater. It's like, okay, we were under the gun enough we couldn't see it from this perspective, but we could have talked to whoever was, we could have talked to our stage management. We could have
we also could have had like a few more hands on the knobs.
Correct. And if we did, and then if we would have had the space to figure that out, we could have said, all right, guys, you are also performing. Right?
Yeah.
I consulted with the local improv troupe, which we need to have them on.
The Disassociates?
Yeah. Well,
I might try out for them.
We need to have Chelsea on for that.
Okay.
She's great, and just to talk about the impacts of improv. But I consulted with them. I went and saw one of their shows recently, a few weeks ago, and gave them some feedback. And one of the things that I said to them was like, you guys have it down. You guys have your group mind thing going on stage. Mm-hmm. The one thing that's missing is the person running music and running the lights really doesn't. So they also need to be improvising with you. So that's the thing. Like, you can say
Candace Brightman style.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And so
for those of you who don't know who that is, Candace Brightman was the Grateful Dead's lighting designer.
And who's Fish's lighting designer? I think does a similar deal.
Chris. Well, yeah, you have to be able, you play the lights.
You play the lights.
And then when the moments come, you hit the lighting cues for the big sunshine or whatever fuck.
Right. And I think that if we'd have had a little more brain space that last week, we could have played
the lights.
You played the lights a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know.
Yeah. If you give me one more variable, I'm literally going to throw up all over this mixing board.
Well, that's the case to be made for, getting to a point where you can have a full week at least of tech stuff. That it's not about the actors. The actors have everything, all their shit's down. Now the technicians get to rehearse, and so that those things are clean, because those are the things that, if they're not executed well, are going to take the audience out.
Yeah.
An actor can kind of fudge the lines and keep in character, but if the transitions happen weird and the video doesn't work right, that's the thing that's going to take the audience out. And
it's going to be like, wait a minute. I know where there's supposed to be something Stranger Things-ish happening here, but I don't think anything's happening.
Yeah, or it happens too soon, and they're like, oh, that was a total mistake. Those are the things that really are clearly mistakes that take people out of the world.
Right. Yeah, because you want to maintain the illusion.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's about creating enough of an illusion that people are willing to suspend their disbelief enough to leave their time and space for 2 hours.
Right. Well,
it's
for the record,
hard. It's crazy.
It is crazy, which is I think why I'm attracted to it.
You're gonna do more. You think you do more of it?
Well, yeah, I'm signed up. I want to audition for Something's Rotten in Hickman.
Oh my gosh!
I hope they give me that opportunity, because I'll. But so for the record, like, we got. I mean, granted, one of them was my mom.
Yeah.
She cried, I think, the whole time, both nights.
It was if it were anyone else, if it wasn't Joyce, I would have, because I leaned over and I saw her with her phone out.
Yeah.
Recording her little boy, and I was like, leave that one.
We're gonna let it go.
We're gonna let that go.
We're gonna let it go. Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, Kemper came down, Mark Leaker came down, and his wife.
Yeah.
You know, friends. I mean, like the shows were almost sold out both times.
I also think about that from my non, theater whatever perspective, that if I was just a socialite person in Nebraska City, the fact that this happened there is a fucking joy. It's a win.
And it is. And I shout out to Donna, because I mean, the fact that she didn't go postal is amazing. Yeah. And she snipped at me a couple times, and I was like, I'm gonna let that go.
Yeah. If you're gonna continue to act, let me say this one right here. If you're gonna continue to act, if you be ridiculously nice to stage management and tech.
Yeah.
If you are not, you will not get hired or not get cast.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck all of that right off.
Right. Okay.
I don't care how fucking off-putting they are.
You just smile and thank you.
Even better, you're really sweet and nice to the people that are doing that, and you have a good rapport with them. But at the very least, don't make it worse for them.
Right.
Trust me.
Well, and I told Mike this going in, like, generally speaking, my goal as like an employee is to make my boss's life easier.
Yeah. Right.
Like, it doesn't really matter the job description.
Right.
If the mindset is make your boss's job easier, or the people that you're working with, things will go fine.
Yeah.
Now, I don't always do that successfully, but
the attempt. I mean, the intention is
that's
important.
like And I'm aware, again, this back to the secret meeting stuff. Like, I'm aware that I'm a very small part, an important but small part of a much larger whole.
Yeah, that whole actor analogy in the secret meetings big book, that starts to make a little more sense, right?
Totally. Yeah. Well, but I mean, like, that's like, I mean, I know that just from other things. Again, I don't do it perfectly by any stretch. That's why I still go to the secret fucking meetings. But
right, if I could show up naturally and not try to run everything, then I probably wouldn't.
And I caught myself trying to do that a couple of times, even though I had no idea what I was talking about. But I certainly had opinions.
I'm glad you said it.
Thank you. You know me, Jesus.
I do. There was one. I love you as the day is long. But there was one moment where you had some opinions about. I don't know. I was given some direction. I had some idea, like, this is what I think the blocking should be, or something.
Oh yeah. And I was like, no.
And I was like,
you just weren't seeing. You just weren't seeing my vision, Joel.
I was this close to saying these words, and I'm so glad I get to say them with all the love in the world. Whatever. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
Steve, when you have all your lines memorized, then you can start giving direction. But until then, shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Shut your fucking mouth and do what I tell you to do.
I
was this close. And I probably would have said that if there wasn't 13-year-olds in the room.
Yeah. Well, I would have gracefully accepted that. I would have. I would have resented you the entire drive back to Lincoln. But eventually, fuck Joel Egger. Who does he think he is? Some kind of director? What does he know anyway?
Not a lot. I mean, that's the thing.
If you could see what I was seeing in my head,
maybe you
would have been like, that's pretty cool.
You should go right to directing then.
I should.
You should walk into the Hickman Theater and say, you know what? I'm here to audition, but I think I should be directing you guys.
I really think I should be directing this, yeah.
Let me know how that goes.
Well, okay, so this is, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I remember you telling about when you had just got out to California the first time.
Yeah.
And you were complaining to some old timer in a meeting about the meeting or whatever. And he's like, oh, gosh, you should have told us that Nebraska sent their AA Golden Boy out.
Yes. Yes.
Same thing.
Yep. It would have been nice to know that Nebraska sent the golden child of AA to
Southern California.
Yeah. Yep. Same energy.
But like, everybody loved it, man. Oh, I know what I was saying. That building, shout out to the Veterans Memorial Building in Nebraska City. And I'm sure. Like, Nebraska City, it came down to either spend $1 million to tear this old memorial building down or spend a lot more money to rehab it. And they went with option B. And it is fan-fucking-tastic.
It really is a cool space.
It's a cool space.
They have shows, so you know, Mike's vision about having live theater in there is coming to fruition. I think, as messy as the inside view of this production was, the outside view was a success, I'm sure, and I think that I will concede to that. It definitely was a success. I think that if they continue to make theater there,
it'll just get better.
It'll just get better because there's been lessons learned.
They do need a curtain that goes across the stage.
I think they have that.
Why didn't we use it?
Because because
of the
projections.
Yeah. Well,
they have a grand drape.
Then they need another screen in front of the grand drape for the pre-show projections.
Oh yeah. But then, is there enough to fly it out?
They'll figure it out. Anyway,
I don't think there's a fly loft, is there?
I don't know.
I don't think you can fly things out. Is the problem?
No, you can't. That's a bummer.
So it'd have to be a roll-up screen, which would be like.
Well, they can put some riggings. It's fine.
I love. Yeah. But
so anyway,
your point is
like all new HVAC.
Yep.
Like actual modern HVAC stuff. All new Ethernet throughout the building. All new plumbing.
Yep.
All new kitchen. All new windows. And they just cleaned everything up. Like that building's good to go for another 75 years.
I sat down with Donna Cruz, the stage manager and all around building.
Supervisor person,
supervisor, whatever, and this dude Cody that ran the lights.
Yeah, he's great, Cody Heinke.
Yeah, he's great. And I sat down and I was like, thinking about. He's like, I think I can get you some more front light here and there. And then I look over and he's got a little remote show daddy, and I'm like, are those front lights LEDs? They have all new LED ellipsoidal lights on the front. I was like, holy shit! I thought those were incandescent lights. That
nope.
I'm like,
it's all state of the art.
Yeah, well, code now is that you can't have incandescent lighting for theatrical lighting. So they actually follow the rules, and I'm like, holy shit, those are LEDs. Let's change the color. Let's look at that. And it was probably too much to really handle, but the fact that they have that there is kind of fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So the Veterans Memorial Building in Nebraska City, it's rentable. Like you could have your wedding down there. You could book a show down there. You could do all kinds of shit down. They also have like a brand new, fully renovated, state of the art kitchen downstairs. Commercial kitchen.
Yeah. Like it's got all the top end ovens and griddles and dishwashers and fridges. The whole thing, man. It's really something. You can rent the hall that we performed in and had the show in, $375 for 8 hours.
Really?
Yeah. Like the whole thing, you could rent the whole place for 8 hours for less than $1,000.
And probably, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, it's dirt cheap is what it is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Good for them. And I know. That's Nebraska City investing in its own shit rather than tearing it down.
Well, and also, and this is the important point, is that they're investing in the arts.
Yes.
And they're doing it for their own economic benefit.
Sure.
But, why?
Well, when you see, that's the thing. It's like, why are those two things a different conversation? Investing in the arts is investing in your own economic growth.
Sure, but I'm saying like they could be building a factory or I don't know, some other way to generate.
They could. Apartments with sandwich shops on the first floor.
Yeah, 100%.
Like downtown Lincoln seems to want to do.
Well, there is a housing crisis, Joel.
A housing crisis for foreign billionaires to park money in apartment buildings in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Fucking God. Well, the line that I said, I want to own every house.
Yeah.
Like that was foreign investment.
Blackwater.
Blackwater. Yeah. That's what, I was not kidding when I said that.
Yeah.
I want to own every house.
Every house.
Every house.
And I'll rent it back to you for twice as much.
Yeah. And go
You're
fuck
welcome.
yourself. Fuck your town.
I did hear some interesting conjecture, and this was not about our show, but just Christmas Carol myth in general.
Yeah.
That the lesson that we miss is that we see Scrooge change, so it lets us off the hook. That all of a sudden Scrooge is this scapegoat for all of our capitalistic woes and mistakes, and so when we see him transform, we don't have to.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, kind of like, I don't know, the Christian mythology of their savior being put on the cross.
Well, I was really trying to from my motivation for the character was hammering that, like, 2/3 of the people, 2/3 of you out there voted for this guy.
Right.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like, both me personally and the guy that you voted for. I don't give a fuck about you.
No.
I'm going to own your house. I'm going to all of your kids' money. That song, like, children don't buy, but when they grow up, all their money's going to be mine. Fuck you.
Right.
I'm going to own all your houses.
Yeah.
And you voted for me. So go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the fact that I, have my awakening, I mean, does that let people off the hook? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, that's the thing, is that all the messaging in Dickens' Christmas Carol is there. I mean, there was a huge wealth disparity when he wrote it.
Sure.
And that was all present. It's not that it's not present in the story, it's that we miss it because we're unwilling to look at how we are Scrooge as well. It's the same shit with Trump. It's that
we are Trump.
We are Trump.
Yeah.
You got to impeach the Trump within you first.
We literally have a podcast entitled that. Impeach the dictator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that I did that. I'm glad that you did that. I had that flash of I want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought I was going to be a townspeople.
Well,
God damn it. I was a townspeople.
Well, you did. I mean, you gave a great audition, so it's not nepotism that you're there. It's like, oh, and the real question is, and this speaks to the success, is that Mike and I were talking. We're like, well, I mean, all in all, Steve will be all in on this, and that's what there was a couple other people. Obviously,
I gave it everything I had.
You definitely did, and I completely agree with that. But those casting conversations, and this is maybe a lesson for you moving forward, is that if you don't get parts, it's not because you had a shit audition. It's because, sometimes it's like, I don't know. Like, we know when it comes down to between two people, and we're like, I know this guy and I don't know this guy.
Right.
And I know this guy will show up. He'll he may not be as experienced, but he'll work his tail off and he'll be there and he'll show up and he'll be at rehearsal. And we know this guy's maybe talented, but I have no idea about whether or not he's going to commit,
right?
Especially when it comes to community theater and people's lives and schedule. Right. That can be mitigated in the professional world with a paycheck. It's like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Well, we have an understudy, and if you blow it, we'll just cast the next person, and they can come in like Josiah and do it and nail it 3 days notice. Mm-hmm. But in the community where it's like, okay, well, do I want to be around this person? Right. Is this somebody that is fun to be around, is safe to be around?
That's a big deal.
Yeah. Like,
is this guy gonna be just a fucking asshole the entire time?
Right. Is this guy gonna be an asshole? Is he gonna be flaky? Is he gonna be difficult? Is he gonna be creepy? Is he gonna be safe? I've got all these kids, all the things. That's a very real thing.
Shout out to Annalise and Jess. They were a riot.
They were great.
They were great. They were just fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, multiple times I had to say to Annalise, go away, kid. You're bothering me. But
she's every theater kid at that age, man. That was me at that age, just like being around all these people that I think are so funny and weird and interesting. And I'm hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Right. What are you doing?
But then like her brother Jess he was like on his phone, like, hey.
Yeah.
He was
funny. Tell me when it's my turn. I'll get up there and turn the lights on, man.
That Friday night rehearsal in the basement, I'm like, how you doing, Jess? He goes, man, I'm so tired. I was like, that was an incredibly mature response for a 13-year-old kid. How old are you?
Well, yeah, I think that week they had just finished up their semester.
Yeah.
They were like
exhausted,
doing
legit. Yeah. But just the way he said it, I was like, because he wasn't putting on anything. He just said, man, I'm just exhausted. I'm so tired.
Yeah.
And he looked, I was like, oh my God, you are.
Yeah. Yeah, we were fortunate. I mean, that's something that I think, in addition to casting Scrooge, Mike and I had the bigger conversation about casting those kids. Yeah. And so Annalise and Jess and Brennan, everybody else, like,
shout out to Brennan too, man.
She fucking rocked it.
She did. She struggled with that song with her big number.
Yep.
Like, she struggled with that a lot, and it was. I mean,
she got it.
She did. She nailed it. Yep. It took a minute, but she shout out to her because I know she put the work in, and I know that she was stressed out about it.
But the thing that I guess this shows my lack of. I mean, I don't know. I shouldn't say that because I do have an understanding of how musical theater should be executed. But as far as actually directing music, it's not necessarily my strong suit. I don't know how to. I don't know how to have that conversation with getting somebody on to the rhythm and the music and all that shit.
That's interesting.
But her scene work, Brennan's scene work from the beginning was spectacular. Her choices, her investment, her asking, her foot forward acting. I was I remember the first couple scenes working with her and Jess and Annalise. I was fuck, dude, I want to try to get Brennan to come to Doan.
Right.
Oh, because I'm she's fucking great.
Yeah, she is. And she's good to work with and super chill. And she's not chill, but she's good to work with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
She's wound kind of tight.
Yeah.
But she doesn't.
Shout out to Abby and to Jager, some local talent that really kind of showed up and had a good time, and it was fun to get to work with.
Abby was great.
Yeah, she was a riot.
She was a riot. Yeah. Yeah, and shout out to Mike Semrad.
Yeah.
I mean, the production's done. I'm not blowing smoke. I got down there kind of early on Sunday. Well, I was already in town, so I got to the hall early, and Mike was kind of dozing in my chair.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was kind of napping. He had just gotten there, And so we went across the street to the downtown. Shout out to the downtowner in downtown Nebraska City. Best Reuben sandwich I've had in a long time.
Ooh,
nice people.
Nice.
Yeah, actual thick cut meat. It was great. I know you don't do that, but
I don't
whatever.
do that.
But the point is that we hung out there for an hour and shot the shit. And Mike's a good dude.
Yeah, I agree.
Super smart and just funny and And I know that he was at his candle was burnt. You know what I'm saying?
He was already burnt.
Yeah, most definitely. And I felt that and I honored that. And I get, man, you have worked your fucking ass. This has not been perfect. It's been kind of a shit show, but we've managed one show. We're going to do another.
Yeah.
Mad respect,
Well, that's the thing. If you're going to sign up for that kind of wild ride, and I said this from the beginning, I was I know it'll be a hoot working with Mike.
Yeah.
Even though this is the cool thing about people that make things together, it very much is and Kirsten who has experienced the miracle of birth. Yeah. She has said this, so I'm not just talking out of my man ass, but it's like birthing something, right? It's painful. Yeah. It's joyous. It's holy crap, we did. It's not yeah. So but Mike and I definitely had some moments of in the hospital bed screaming at each other are we gonna it wasn't
I am breathing.
Exactly. Breathe. I am breathing.
Fuck you, I'm the one.
Correct. It was exactly that energy, and it was great.
Tell me to breathe again. Tell me to breathe one more time, motherfucker. You did this to me.
Yes. And we got to laugh about that right afterwards. We're both there was a couple of times I think you and I would have gone Bart and Homer, and it would have just straight and depending on the night, who gets to be Homer, who gets to be Bart, but
why you little.
But that was a really beautiful thing to get to laugh about right afterwards. There was no bridges burned with anybody, which is nice. I think that's a huge thing,
maybe a couple punches thrown on the bridge.
Yeah.
But we walked off it arm in arm and
each gave each other an ice pack and said, "Sorry, man." Sorry, man.
Yeah. And I think that's part of that's part of the process.
It was part of that process.
Yeah.
I don't think that I really do, and I don't want to get on a soapbox here, but I really don't think it needs to be a part of every process. I think that my longer view in the theatrical world is that there's some people that need to have that, it needs to be messy in order for it to be good. And I hate that. Yeah. Okay. And I also hate the show must go on mentality of we got to do this hell or high water. The show must go on. Because that puts people in a lot of untenable situations in some points. That is somehow some sort of spiritual doctrine, I think is horseshit.
Oh, well, it's you have to suffer to be anything.
Yeah, fuck that. And also, the show must go on regardless of anybody's safety or anybody's, fuck that. No. Fuck that.
Hey, before we sign off, I need to toot my own hooter here. I did my first morning page today.
Oh, the artist's way.
Yes, I've committed to that. I signed the goddamn contract.
Oh yeah, that's real shit.
And I've been reading it, and like that book is intense.
Dude,
you talked about it at length when we first started doing this podcast, I think.
Yep.
And like it's very much an artist's big book. Or just
100%.
in general, like it's really intense. She's like, you're gonna, say goodbye to your old self because you have to let that person is dead now or is gonna die.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay,
it's very real. And I think that I read it. When I first did it, I remember kind of rolling my eyes at this whole idea of like, this is for artists who are creative, but this is also more importantly for people who think they're not creative or not artists, And I was like, okay.
Well, that's my struggle.
But I found so many moments in there where I deny myself creative freedom. Mm-hmm. You know what I struggled with? The morning pages is tedious, yes. Doing them every day was kind of there were some where I'm just like, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Just writing that, you know what I mean? Like just writing that over and over again, put the pages, like that's fine as long as you do it.
That's what it says, yeah. It's the discipline.
The artist dates were tough for me.
Really?
And that's some people, the pages is what they struggle with, or the other activities. Some of the activities, I remember sitting on my couch bawling, like,
oh wow,
like just a huge, like, big cry, and because of the work, some of the assignments she had in there. But the thing that I was stuck with was like, you're supposed to go on an artist date every week, and you have to go alone, and you have to go do something, blah blah blah. Like
I've been doing that for 2 years, so
I know.
I know.
So that may not be a thing for you, but for me, it was, because it was like, I don't deserve this time. This is not productive. I was driving to go see a Spider-Man movie. It's like, well, my artist date this week is I'm going to go see this fun animated one of the Spider-Verse,
I remember you
Miles
talking
Morales.
about that.
And I was like, fuck this. This is pointless. Why am I doing this? This is not productive. I've got XYZ to do. And yeah, so I didn't mean to make it about me, but I did. I'm glad that you are doing this work because it's really fucking cool. And I can't wait to hear about your journey through it.
Yeah, well, it'll give us podcast fodder for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
It's the trying to be better as an artist podcast.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I think that just knowing that you've dipped your toes in being sort of a ambient, experimental, improvisational musician, I think that's cool. I think there's going to be some reclamation of some of your creative.
That was the hardest thing about that came up in the book for me personally was you have to. I mean, yes, you could have done this as a child or as a kid or whatever. You didn't. Are you gonna let that go now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, right.
Yep.
For whatever reason, and there were reasons,
Yeah, and I think that she talks about it. There's another book. God, I forget the name of it, that reminded me of that like, yeah, some of those things that some of those creative ideas that we left along the road, we can grieve and say, yep, that was a really beautiful idea that we really, really needed to hold on to. But also don't stay so stuck in the past of that when the next idea comes that you ignore it.
Yeah.
Because
or miss it entirely.
Yeah.
Well, I told myself I was going to say yes to a lot of things, instead of saying like afraid or like inexperienced or whatever, like if the opportunity presents itself, I'm going to try it and see what sticks, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Good, man. Well, I'm curious to know. Please keep us all
apprised. I will. Humbly, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's really frustrating, and sometimes like, I think when I finally did that, I was at a crossroads spiritually, and she's very monotheistic in some ways.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was a real struggle, but it was a good struggle for me, But yeah, dude, that's cool. Yeah. I'm curious to know what shakes loose for you, because it's different for everybody.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool. Did we do it? I think
we did something.
We did something. Well, thanks everybody for, this is the longest break we've taken in 5 years. And I feel like we deserve it.
Yeah. I think that it was right to kind of be a little more,
but I feel
give a little more space.
Give it some space, and but maybe we'll see you in another month.
Yeah, we'll see you around if you don't turn square.
All right, later.
have told you what I say. Steal your face right off your head. Now
Don't forget, toot your hooter.